teenager. Did they find the teenager or let's watch the video and let's find out. Y'all hit that subscribe button, hit that bell. Let's check this bad boy so y'all can see me watch this. Let's check this bad boy out.
Looking for my cousin that's missing. She a 13-year-old girl. And somebody told me that she might be in this area. So I'm not trying to scare y'all. I'm just looking for my cousin. Nazia Harris. Thank you very much.
On January 9th, 2024, 13-year-old Nazia Harris stepped off a school bus at the intersection of 3 Mile and Cornwall. She never made it home that day. Nazia was a student at J.E. Clark Preparatory Academy, and there have been no leads in her disappearance. Nazia is described as 5 feet 2 inches tall, weighing 130 pounds. She was last seen wearing a light blue jean shirt, light blue jean pants, a pink and white Rugrats coat with a fur collar, and blue and white Nike gym shoes. For several months, her family and the police have been searching for her, raising awareness through social media. This is when things took a spooky turn. During a search, a friend of a family member who had been asked to help with the case discovered a sneaker and reported it to the police. The shoe was handed over to the authorities for DNA testing, and they began to wait for the test results. Fast forward to now, it has been confirmed that the sneaker indeed belonged to Nazia.
Situation about some shoes that came about, right? Well, there was an investigation going on by a church. Remember, there was like 9 different precincts investigating by the church. Well, I was live on the scene that day, and it was a lot of information being said on my live. They told me to shut my live down and go live somewhere else, right? Because the information being shut, right? So I went live to somewhere else was across the street. Me and Roxy went live and we found a pair of shoes, right? So we went live on a pair of shoes, and then the police called me back and said, hey, well, where are those shoes at that you wear? What's going on with the shoes? I said, well, we're right across the street. So they said, where are you at? So we waited there for an hour waiting for them to pull up. They didn't show up. Long story short, they went and recovered the shoes, and I found out, I got intel about 2.5 months later that they did an investigation on the shoes, a DNA test on the sweat, and they found out that those were actually her shoes after they did a DNA test on the sweat from the shoes, right? So there's a lot of things that are probably going to connect the dots.
A video began going viral on TikTok, showing a group of teenage boys searching for Nazia. As they walked, calling out her name, a female voice suddenly responded.
What? That's crazy. They heard her voice, y'all. Look at the grass ain't been cut.
Buddy, go look around.
She said she right here.
Buddy, go look around.
She said she right here. You hear the scream? She in the basement.
Huh?
She in the basement.
Yeah, I just heard that.
She said, I'm right here in the basement. I don't know. Right here. She said, I'm right here in the basement. I'm hearing her. I'm in the basement.
You can clearly hear someone asking for help in the video, but it was later debunked by a friend of the family.
They walked past the house where there was apparently other teenagers in the house. And while they were calling out Nazia's name, it must have been something going on in the house they were walking past where one teenager was looking for the other one in the house. And she said, and someone said, where you at? And the other one said, I'm in the basement. So somebody who was along with, someone who was searching with them, right, told me that they actually knocked on the door, okay, and found out that that's what happened, that there was no Nazia or no missing girl in that basement, okay? Furthermore, there's a group message amongst the people who he organizes his search parties with. And after that video was recorded, after that mission that they, after that search mission, in this group message, they discussed that video and they all knew that it was not Nazia in the basement. And I have screenshots of this conversation of all of the people. This is before the video was even posted. Right? They all knew that it wasn't Nazia. The people who were searching knew that that was not Nazia screaming, I'm in the basement. or any other missing girl for that matter. But the video was posted. The video was posted.
As the story gained more attention, people from all over the world wanted to help the family. A psychic named Tammy began working with Nazia's cousin, Roxy. Tammy told Roxy that she had a vision of a vacant house and believed that Nazia might be there. Following Tammy's advice, Roxy and the family went to check out the house. The owner allowed them to view the property and mentioned that it had once belonged to their grandmother. When Roxy looked at the car parked in front of the house, she noticed a red stain in the back seat. She asked the owner about the stain, and he hesitated before saying he thought it might be juice or some other stain. He then allowed them to inspect a second car parked behind the vacant house.
Can I see the car? Can I look in the car? They both clean.
Oh, me and your, what's that young man? We just went back there and looked in that one. Man, I know, like, you, got a blog and stuff, but we are just, like, not to be on there because, like, please don't record me. I don't give a fuck what's going on. I'm sorry what's going on, but don't record me.
I'm not trying to record nobody on purpose.
Okay, well, don't record me at all, baby. Don't even put it on my face.
Don't nobody give a damn about your...
But I'm not about to record.
People kill me, boy. This recording thing is... Don't nobody know you. Don't nobody want to know you. And don't nobody want to see you. You don't want to be on the camera. Take your ass. Get to go in the house. Go upstairs. Go upstairs.
Exactly, Mike. What's that?
Somebody's missing. Somebody's missing. Get it? Someone's missing and you weren't about being recorded. Someone is missing and you weren't about being recorded. Fuck you. You better be lucky I ain't dead.
This is where Roxy spotted the stain that looked like blood.
What's this dark red spot in the back?
I want to get peace too. That's all I want.
Oh my goodness gracious. Nothing, baby. Go ahead.
Now I was like genuinely asking, like, what's the dark red spot on the carpet?
Hey, it ain't blood. They calling over there? I think it's juice.
Okay.
Who car does that belong to?
No, that's Russ.
Okay, do you mind if I look in the other one, please? But it was a pillow in there that, to me, had like droplets of a burgundy color on the pillow that would look like dried blood.
You can move the shit around too.
Okay, I just want to touch your stuff. How long you had this vehicle like here? Parked here, if you don't mind me asking.
My dad owned it.
Oh, okay, okay.
That's on back here.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Straight.
Thank you, sir.
Y'all want to look around?
The family began their search in the area the psychic had directed them to. I've provided the entire search video, but if you don't want to watch it all, you can skip to 30 minutes and 40 seconds, where she explains all the strange things that occurred during the search.
Helping. Shit, I want to know. I want to get peace. I want y'all to get peace. Shit.
Come on, bro. Y'all take your hook up,
I work a lot of criminal minds.
Yeah. I don't know if it was just her. I don't know if it was just her or it's other people. I just want to let y'all know I'm not trying to put nobody on live, but I have people that's giving me information. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not trying to have. I'm not doing this shit for clout. I'm just doing it for my cousin. But it's other people outside of y'all. You know what I'm saying? That's helping me, showing me streets, buildings, and all that stuff like that. So I just want to make that very clear. I know what the fuck that was about. I'm already trying to keep calm as it is. You know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure everybody pretty much know how I feel right about now. So it's not that I'm trying to put anybody on my, but I appreciate the boots on the ground, but I also, everybody can't be here, you know what I'm saying? However, I am about to go live and put the psychic back on here so she can tell us the area. I already told her whatever, so she is waiting on my call. So I am about to do that right now. Okay.
What's from my car?
I don't see was next door saying that he owned the vehicle and wouldn't give his name. But earlier when I was on the street and I was interviewing the Freddie guy, he said that they were both his vehicles. And then when I asked this postman guy were they related, and he said, "Oh, well, I'm not about to answer all of that. I'm not about to answer all that." And then now the Cadillac is oh no, the Cadillac is here. Now, not saying it was blood or not blood, but there was a dark spot that was just kind of like in one area. And then when I asked him what it was, he the first time he said, "Come on now." Then the second time he stuttered. Anywho. Woo, so. Okay. Can somebody tag Timmy and tell her I'm ready?
Weird. It's a fuck of weird and then Freddie. Like that lady not even from Michigan, so she wouldn't know nothing about this.
I can hear something about Freddie.
He acted so nonchalant.
And then he said that them was both his cars, and when I asked him if they had any relation, he said he wasn't gonna answer the question. And then he said, he talking about, "Oh my God," when I asked him what was the dog's name that was in the back of the vehicle.
You see how he
Timmy made a video on TikTok.
I was thinking the same thing. I was like, they can't be that stupid. But see, they there, so they want to sugarcoat it. They want to sugarcoat it until they can get, like, he thought something. Dude, that look like blood. That ain't blood.
Kool-Aid.
Come on, man. It's stupid. Oh, criminals are dumb, man.
Beyonce Dior, that's old, because me and Tammy just talked, like, not even 25 minutes ago. We've moved on.
That's what I was thinking too. When she asked, when you asked that burnt spot, you see how you got singing a little bit?
Yeah. But when I asked him the first time, he was like, "Oh my God." And then I was like, "No, but for real, what is that?"
Right. Did you record that spot?
Of course.
We're gonna check it behind or something.
Yeah, we about to. Who got a picture of the church? Who got a picture of the church?
Timestamp.
The church. Do you know the
church on Finkel in Indiana?
Finkel in Indiana? Trinity.
Oh, Trinity Church.
Trinity Church?
You got me on live. I don't do that social media.
She's like,
I don't do that live stuff.
They just worried about social media. We try to find a 13-year-old pregnant.
Trinity Church.
They open? Oh, no, they
You
open.
worried about being on social
see, I
media.
don't do that live. I don't do that live. Well, shut up.
Ignorant ass. Oh, shut the hell up, her little ignorant ass. I don't do that live. Live don't do you, bitch. Shut up.
Yeah, you should. If you don't do live, keep your mouth shut.
Right.
Then you won't be live.
Thank you.
It's just that simple.
You guys can tip over here. A psychic. Hello? That's why I'm here.
Her shoes was found at that abandoned building that's over there off of Berg. That's where I found her shoes at. Berg. That was on Berg. It wasn't on 7 Mile. It was on Berg. It's like, I guess it's like an abandoned golf course or something like that. And when I was over there looking, the shoe was like on the tree branch.
Did you guys talk to homicide or missing persons about that?
Yeah, her name is Naziah Harris. She's a very
Yeah, I was out actually looking for her.
Yeah.
She was first missing.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm asking, how are we getting to this location right now?
a tip from someone in the community.
Do you know what house?
Please like,
She specifically
subscribe,
said
and
that one that
comment.
was vacant, but she's saying that she's seeing other things, so I'm trying to see if she could give us like a general area. But now it may be Trinity Baptist Church, so we're just waiting on verification from her.
Do you have your ID? Do you have your ID? We just have to get your name.
Again?
I haven't talked to you.
Hold the camera. Oh, okay. My bad. To the house?
Who is that that need to get the name?
Police
Who is that that need to get the name? Some type of
that's the
officer?
seer. I think that's the seer. They call the psychic, I'm thinking.
No, somebody out there talking to them said, I need to get your name. And she said, again? Like, damn.
I thought that was a psychic they were calling.
Oh, that's somebody on the phone that need to get the name again.
I think so.
Oh, okay. All right.
I don't know.
Well, if you're on the phone and somebody needs your name, then I would have just said it.
They had the white shed. There's no house that had a white shed in the back. That house right there don't have no shed in the back. Like, it don't even have no garage. The only one that has something that was once upon a time white is the one. It's a vacant house that's down there on the corner, but the garage is like no longer there. It's like, torn down, if you will. So go there.
We just over here just trying to help. Like the mother of the child, we are close to her.
Who you close to?
Not a friend, a person from the community gave her a tip.
She trying to see the area. Okay.
Like he's going into the psychic. Walk through here.
Is Tammy in here? Okay, so this is the house. Okay. Can Tammy see? Is Tammy in here, y'all?
Did you call us out here?
No, I did not. I didn't even know y'all was coming.
Okay.
I called y'all last night when I was here.
And what happened last night? What did I
See, that's the police.
Last night, we could smell the dog feces, but then we could smell like a different odor. And one of the officers did come out here and verify that he could smell the odor, but they said, that they couldn't go in there or what have you. They did,
Which house was it?
This one.
This one? And
Yeah.
they couldn't go in it?
That's what they said.
Okay.
That's what they said. So, with that, we was like, okay, and then we left. And then there was a lady who said, she was having visions or whatever the case is. Okay, yeah, she's in here now. Saying that she was having visions or what have you, and she wanted to see, because she's not here in the state. She wanted to see, so I'm like, okay. So I was trying to show her the backyard, because she keeps saying, it's emotional, y'all. She keep asking me to look for this white shed. And I don't see the white shed nowhere.
So what's making her point to this street?
I don't know. I don't know.
Is that who you're talking to right now?
Yeah. I don't know.
Does she live around here? Do you know this person?
No, this lady is out of state, and I know that.
See, I gotta put these my bullshit glasses, y'all. These my bullcrap glasses. Gotta put the bullcrap. Yeah, sometimes the bullcrap don't work the way you want it to work, but it's still bull.
That it sound crazy. I know that it sound crazy. I get it.
Can you put that on mute really quick?
Yeah. But what's crazy is she asking me, she said the police said they couldn't go in, as if she was surprised. I'm like, yeah, they said they couldn't go in.
Fuck that. A lieutenant came and said, we can't go in.
That's what I told her.
Yeah.
I told her I was out here last night. She was like, you was out here last night? Yes.
She said it's live wires, it's blocked off, we can't get in. After that, they all
Okay, sorry, I was talking to the police, y'all. Is Tammy in here? y'all tell me no, I was
Take it serious when she heard somebody screaming help, but she didn't call the police.
yeah, that's what she told me too.
Where'd she hear it come from?
She said she
Oh, they call
I
the
asked her
psychic
if she had to
medium.
give
I
me
like
a
her.
direction that it was coming in, and
She's
she
really
showed that house right there. They got the barbecue pits on it, and then that red house. And she said ain't nobody never in that house.
I'll add her name to the description.
She said they ain't nobody never in that house. The girl told me that in the red house, ain't nobody never in that house, it's just their dogs. And I'm like, okay, well, how long you been here? She said she only been here for a couple months. And I'm like, so do you see teenagers, walking up and down or whatever the case is? Well, I don't, and the girl in the red house ain't know nothing. She didn't even know about Nasiah missing.
My little girl, the porch said she been on her research. She said she been watching. She was like, so where the church at with her shoes and shit? Where the stuff on her shoes and her shirt at? I'm like, where the church at around here?
Okay, she want me to show her the house that's in the video. The police told me to step back for a minute, so that's why I'm not over there right now to be able to show her the house, because they told me to step away from the house.
That's crazy. Why she need to step away from the house? The police can't
Probably
tell
so
you.
they can investigate, and she don't
But
go.
why she gotta step away? She ain't going into the house.
Well, if they find something, they say something, she might go running in. So they probably want her far enough away so that you know what I'm saying. She can't go running in. They can't.
Yeah, okay. Just a bunch of bull, basically.
I mean, I'm assuming. I don't know.
More bull.
She wants to see a brick house.
It's a brick house down there.
I mean, every
It's a brick house. The whole block is brick.
the whole block is brick. I mean, I don't want nobody to feel some type of way with their addresses and stuff. Okay. I'm gonna start back at this house.
All you need to do is go to Google Earth.
Where's
And you
Tammy?
can see fat ass Shannon on the Google Earth when you type in the address.
Oh, she thing.
Oh, like, what's the odds of that? Shannon's fat ass is.
They about to find that girl.
No, they gotta wait for a
I'm almost
supervisor
sure
to
they
go in
gonna
there.
find that girl. I want to fast forward.
We're trying to get a picture of it to see if
That person that you're talking to suggesting that area?
yes, ma'am.
But she said
No, she's not suggesting the area. She just asked for the picture of it.
They got last muted.
I know. It's unmuted now, though. But what's crazy is I asked him, was them his cars? And he said, yeah, not a post office man saying that they his car. Hey, both of those cars are his cars.
I don't know if liquor is rush.
And I'm like,
And the next thing, ain't no parking lot at the shelf. Where?
it's a
In the back seat?
it's a fair amount of a stain. Right, it's on the carpet.
This one here. They need to bring that light.
On both sides. I just asked the officer, I said, y'all,
And if it was Kool-Aid, what do you
want
have just said? It was Kool-Aid? Why you like, don't go there?
They can test that shit, see if it's her.
Right.
In ice, das.
The light.
That's right.
That's right.
I was supposed to go pick somebody the fuck up a minute ago. I didn't even go pick them up. You don't have to find your way.
Everybody
I feel bad too. I'm like, shit, y'all gotta come to me now.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you, hold on. I gotta grab my machete because y'all gotta go up to this.
Don't bring your goddamn machete.
It's a good, it's a lot of
We gonna knock on it.
We gonna come up here. Look, all of us.
They're leaving.
Oh.
It's all to that stand.
And the city on that grass.
Okay, so you going through this area where the shed is at that she was talking about.
You need a high and low. That ain't no high and low. Where the black fish at? High and low, black fish, gravel. They all in the wrong location.
The water leaking back here.
Okay, so there's water.
There's water leaking. Fred, it's a lot of
There's water leaking back here. Where's the shed? Yeah, we'll go on the street and see if I can see it from that side. Okay, there's definitely water back here.
The water running.
The water is running.
Water running back here. You got your machete? Come on, I'm with you.
Where they at in
Still check that.
Vietnam?
Yeah, please still check that.
Not that we in Vietnam with the machete.
We need them to be dressed appropriately for all of this exploring.
Going this way, bro. Going this way.
Come on.
So we see the water.
My earth is gonna actually so bad.
You sure there's a lot of garbage bags underneath this cup.
I don't think Cypress County is.
Give me a weed whacker. I'm cutting through all of that.
What's your machete for? I served it at Air Force. Come on now. Yeah.
What? You got some? Oh.
Fuck up the shoes.
I love that they got all these people out here looking for her. They is not playing. I love it.
Water.
I wonder where the water coming from. Is it like the rainwater is coming from a broken
But this is the
pipe?
one that I looked at. Okay, she said an iron gate.
That's a gate.
Okay, here's a gate. Ooh, somebody, please tag
27 minutes.
Like now, please. Why they got the water just running like that?
I think it's a pump that's coming out of the basement.
Now, did both sides talk
Somebody
about a
please
black
tag
gate?
please.
I'm so confused.
Long sleeves, long pants, boots.
Looking at you today.
Yeah, shut through.
Speak to Tim.
Yeah, they're going to battle. Barely.
Motherfucking mosquito.
Isn't it funny they've got a burn pit there as well?
I missed it. I didn't see it.
Don't be alarmed, don't be alarmed, don't be alarmed.
Oh, you scared me.
That's what I said, don't be alarmed.
We got bars, but I ain't never seen bars on the man.
Yeah, the iron fence.
Next to glass door.
What street is this?
Stump.
No,
Yeah.
what
street is
So
this?
both psychics was talking about the black long iron
What
fence.
street is this? Oh, Wisconsin.
I haven't been
I'm looking for my cousin that's missing. She a 13-year-old girl. And somebody told me that she might be in this area. So I'm not trying to scare y'all. I'm just looking for my cousin.
Tiny psychic.
Desire Harris. Thank you very much.
I can tell you.
Is it open? Okay, thank you.
I think the front door is open, but if it's locked, then try the side door.
Okay, thank you.
Work together.
Damn, they just going in the house?
No,
It's probably abandoned. Where are they? I don't even know where they are.
That's crazy. They be going in.
Game condition. Everywhere.
A glass door with steps? No, it ain't no. Oh, yeah. The front door. The front door was a glass door. Somebody right down here? Okay.
It's about here.
Y'all got it. Oh, y'all already in there. I forgot my gloves.
It's a Christmas tree.
Yeah, it felt like a Christmas tree.
Yeah, that's what it is.
No, that's a body.
Well, maybe I need to double up in there.
They not playing.
Okay.
They not playing.
They would have really even smelled something. Body.
Yeah, they would have smelled it. Yeah. Yeah, Michigan, Detroit has a lot of abandoned
I'm looking for my cousin of Naziah Harris. Somebody got to pull up a picture because I'm
we can be on the lookout for it with you guys.
Yes, ma'am.
How long she been missing?
Since January 9th, she been missing for 7 months. And we had got a tip that she might be over here in this area. So we've been on Indiana and
You guys suspected she was kidnapped or she just a runaway? Like, what do you guys think?
at this point we suspected foul play.
Okay. Okay, fine. Okay. No, I have not seen her. Is this on Facebook somewhere or?
It's everywhere.
It's
you
everywhere.
can just type in her name and she will pop up.
Okay. We'll be on the lookout. Did you guys go upstairs and downstairs?
Like,
Y'all went upstairs, downstairs?
Don't feel bad. Look at mine. Okay.
She said the window and the door. Okay, so this is a glass door and these steps. So ask her, can y'all ask her, is this the glass door and the steps?
Back up.
Oh, and
The little step.
the little step right here, that's a step, and this is a step. Naziah?
This is disturbing, man.
Naziah? Oh, that was a little girl outside. See, it's things like that. I was screaming Naziah's name. She talking about, huh? That's a little girl outside.
Baby kids.
Naziah.
Where Robert Harris at?
You definitely smell it.
Roxy and the family continued on the search, but it wasn't no luck on finding anything. She went live the next day to talk about everything that went on yesterday at the search.
Recap of yesterday. You know the psychic, if a median told me to go on Indiana. So I went on Indiana. She was telling me, you know, I was showing her the area. She kept saying that she wanted me to look for this shed, this white shed. And somehow, some way, somebody called the police, and the police showed up. So as I was doing that, as I was trying to talk to Tammy, I'm getting questioned by the police. They asked me for my ID and all kinds of things. So yesterday when I was on the live, the reason why I kept muting it wasn't to not let y'all hear, but that like the police were asking me my personal information. So obviously I can't put that out. You know, so that's why I had to mute it, or certain things, you know, that just wasn't supposed to be, you know, out when it, as far as me, or whatever. So that's why I kept, you know, muting it if it has something to do with me and my personal information. When the police came out there, it's like I appreciated her effort, but at the same time, I feel like, she was almost trying to make me seem like I was like crazy. I felt like when, I don't know if it was me or someone else who had said, you know, we were working with a psychic, or what have you, and she was like, a psychic, and is she here, and is it, and you know, that's when I kind of broke down, you know, and I was trying to explain to her, like, I understand to you
that it might sound crazy, but you need to understand, from my point of view, someone who has been looking for her for 7 months, and I've been coming up empty-handed every single time, and right now at this moment, this is the only hope that I have to hold on to.
Facts.
We're not trying to interfere with anything. I didn't even know. It seems like when the supervisor came out there that we had to be in the right area. That's just what I feel. I don't know if we were or if we weren't, but when the supervisor came out there, it was just certain things that she was that she was saying, just taking a step back, and thinking about certain words that she used and certain words that she said. I feel like ever since I started my journey for Naziah in February, I feel like I've been very close. From when I was over there on 3 Mile in Cornwall and not 3 Mile in Cornwall, looking over there on Bedford and stuff. So part of me, as much as I don't want to come to, certain actions are making me feel like she's not alive.
If you look at
certain
that
things
picture
that people are
of
doing,
Naziah,
certain words that the police are using.
She is at school,
and the
she took that picture
articles that
with
have
her
been
wavy.
put out is making me think that she's not. And I'm not saying that she's not, but it's making me think that she's not. And then considering the fact that yesterday the supervisor, she said that she was with
think it takes all
missing
that.
persons.
All it takes is
but as I'm looking at her badge doesn't say anything about missing persons. Her badge clearly says homicide.
When she's at school on her tablet.
Her badge clearly says homicide.
Take a screenshot.
So what does homicide mean? I got real emotional in that moment.
Facts.
So
zoom in.
I had this real.
Don't lie, baby.
Y'all, I had this real bad feeling yesterday that something was like happening. It's like.
And if you look,
I almost feel like every time we close,
on the top of Naziah's head,
and then or
is
when we're close,
scab or.
I get told to stop.
I don't know.
When I first got here in February,
that is
March,
not baby hair.
I was looking over
and
there.
I know
and,
at first it looks like baby hair.
Over there
if
on
you take a
Bedford,
screenshot, zoom in. It doesn't take a forensic psychologist to do this.
What is that street? Bedford, 3 Mile. In like Corville area. No, I can't really say Corville, but like 3 Mile in Bedford.
A scar.
And I was, we were finding certain things.
Something happened. That is not baby hair. Please, y'all.
Okay. Then try to find another outlet
that is not
to
baby
keep her
hair.
in the media.
And if you want one more step, again,
to make her name go as far as possible as I can.
I had to,
and I was in front of the courthouse.
Look at Naziah's
on Thursdays and things like that.
That one too.
And
but look at her
I was
eyes.
told to stop that.
Her eyes are puffy.
So I feel like it's like damn if you do, damn if you don't. Like I almost feel like I don't know if I need to, man. And then yesterday, stop. So it's like I don't. Anywho,
screenshot that picture.
As I was over there and what have you, I started knocking on the neighbors' doors. Right, I started knocking on the neighbors' doors.
Right?
One lady said that.
Do like a zoom
she
in.
heard somebody
You don't
scream
even
out,
need special software.
help me.
Zoom in with
and
your
that was
phone.
at 5 o'clock.
That
same
not
day we had went over there, but it
baby
wasn't until
hair
like
on
8:30 at
Naziah
night.
Harris'
So
forehead.
I'm like,
look at her eyes.
you heard somebody say,
They
please
are
help me
puffy
at
and
5
swollen.
o'clock. And I was like, well, did it sound
And
serious? Did it
one of
sound
them
like people was just playing?
Looks like it's
like
near
kids were just playing? Or what have you. And then she was like, no, like it did sound serious. When I tell y'all, I don't condone violence, okay? Let me say that. I don't condone violence. But when that lady said that,
come on now.
I ain't even gonna say it. I think y'all know.
Come on now.
I think y'all know. Like, what you mean?
That D girl.
What you mean you heard it and you didn't bother to call the police and you didn't think that it was serious?
You know when a black woman
it's like this what I don't understand, right? This what I don't understand.
Look, you should run.
All of these people that's in these neighborhoods, right, is saying that they heard this and they heard that, like the girl on Corville.
Look, I suggest you get out of the.
Yeah, Nazaya's in the house and I called her name twice and she answered. I called the police and I'm like, so why you ain't go over there? Why you ain't go check it out? Why you ain't go follow the voice? If she answered you once, but not twice. But then on top of that, it's like, you don't even know Nazaya and what Nazaya's voice sound like. So y'all just, once again, slapping my cousin's name on something, talking about, oh, it's her. And that's like the irritating part, because you have people like me that's following every little lead. You know what I'm saying? Hey, that's why I was just trying to like hurry up and wrap the conversation up. With the lady that said that she heard something, and then I went across the street to the other lady. Then she didn't really have much information or what have you. But then the big bombshell. So when people in the community or what have you was searching around or whatever, I guess someone was like leaning on the car or something like that, and then this guy from the that was on the neighborhood was yelling like, hey, get off the car. I didn't know they was on the car, so I'm like, oh, okay. So I'm turning like, dang, like what's going on? Because I was still knocking on people's doors, just trying to talk to people and seeing if they seen anything or what have you. I just heard yelling. So eventually, I made my way down, or what have you, to him, and, I introduced myself, or what have you, and he had told me earlier, that those were, his cars. So I was like, oh, okay, he told me, he had been on the block
Mike's bullshit meter is going off.
Like years. Basically, he grew up on the block, or what have you. His parents was on the block, and then I guess it's, they passed down houses generation to generation, which is nice. You're in the same neighborhood and things like that. He owns, like, I think 3 or 4 other properties on that street. So, as I introduced myself to him, and I asked him what his name was, and he said his name was Fred. No, he said his name was Freddie.
Psychic talked about a Freddy.
Y'all see my face? Y'all see my face?
Fred D.
He said his name was Freddie. What Tammy has said. She said Freddie, something like that. And I am not, let me make it very clear, I am not insinuating or alleging that this man named Freddie is responsible or has anything to do with Nazaya. I'm not saying that at all. It just was a coincidence that his name was Freddie, and with me working with Tammy, it kind of raised some hairs on the back of your neck, if you will. So obviously with him telling me that, I did look for the scar. But the side that I was, the side I was on,
the
his
scar is on
his
Nazaya's forehead.
And I didn't see any scars, because as soon as I heard the name, I was like.
And then her hair is messed up too. Her afro puff. That girl got into a fight.
My antennas, went up again.
Her
Not
hair is
insinuating
messed
that
up.
this man has anything to do with Nazaya. It just so happened that his name is Freddie and Fred. So I was like, okay, and he seemed nice at first when I was speaking, with him, and I told him, who I was and that I was looking for my cousin and how long she had been missing, how old she was, and we just got, a tip that she might be somewhere, in this area, and we just wanted to check it out. That house. He owns the houses that's on the side of the land bank house, which is the house that Tammy showed me, with the two big triangles at the top with the little balconies or what have you. So he owns the houses on the side. So I'm looking like, well, if he owns the houses on the side, then why is his cars, in the driveway? So, I went back up to him or whatever a second time and asked him, did he mind opening the cars for me, for my own peace of mind. And he declined. He declined to let me see, to open both of the cars. I felt like that was off because he was saying, do whatever it is that y'all need to do, not be willing to help in that aspect. Then I had to leave because I had to go do the interview with Fox 2. And then I guess there was still people there, or it was people, in the community that wanted to help, and they had beat me there back to Indiana. I had to go run to the east side and then come back to Indiana on the west side. That was like 30 minutes. So the people that was over there on Indiana, my phone is blowing up. And I'm like, what's going on? What's going on? I'm trying to let my phone charge and stuff like that because it's been dying, overheating or whatever. So I was trying to get some juice and my phone is going off. And I'm like, what is going on? So finally I take a call from somebody and they were saying like, oh, he just moved the car out the driveway and he just hurried up and took off. And I'm like, what? That's weird. That's weird. Then when I come back, right? When I come back over there, the car that was in the driveway of the land bank house was moved. It was moved. It was moved on the street, but it was moved. When I was talking to him, he told me, when I was asking him about the cars, and did he know whose cars they were, he told me that, the car was on the street, and then he had just put the car, in the driveway or what have you. I'm assuming maybe, people speeding down the street or something like that. But then let me not assume. Okay, let me not assume. So I don't understand why the car was moved after we left. I don't understand why the car was moved after we left. The car was right there in front of in the street. So then when I came back, some people had beat me back or whatever to Indiana. And some people had beat me back to Indiana. And they had told me that a postal worker had let them in the car. And I was like, a postal worker? So when I get there, the people bring me or whatever to the man or whatever. So I was like, once again, introduce myself, told him, who I was, told him about Nazia's story and everything. They said that the car, somebody did, they said, that the car was sitting there or whatever for 4 months, but then that day specifically,
all of a sudden,
he moved the car. So when I get over there, I talked to this man, and he was like, "Oh yeah, I just let your people look in the car."
My people.
Now, this is not the man named Fred. I know that I did get his name, but honestly, I can't remember his name right now because my brain is so like, I asked him, did he know who cars they were? This is the postal worker. The postal worker said that they were his cars.
What?
The postal worker told me that they were his cars. The first time I spoke to Fred, Fred told me that the car that was sitting in the driveway and the car that was in the backyard were both Fred's cars. He told me that. Then he said that the house, I asked him about the house. He said that the house used to belong to a married couple that is now deceased named the Calhouns. However, they passed away years ago. It doesn't make sense to me how I asked Fred, aka Freddie, about the cars, and he told me that the cars were his, but then when I came back over there, when I left from my interview and came back over there, the car was moved out the driveway and the postal worker said that the cars were his. The postal worker also had the keys to the car.
We about to come through that.
What? So then I asked the postal worker, do you mind if I look in the cars? He said, sure.
Shout out to Mike.
So he opened up the first car that was sitting in the driveway, the historical car. The car was clean. It's like one of them old school clean cars, that would be on like the Woodward Cruise type car. So the car was like clean. It wasn't dirty or nothing like that. However, the back seat, there was like a really big, like dark stain behind the driver's seat. And another one like on behind the passenger seat.
Now we got.
So I was like, what is that right there? When blood is like dry, I can't say that it was blood, but it was like of a darker burgundy color. So I can't necessarily
look like Kool-Aid.
Have any test equipment or anything like that. So when I asked him the first time, what was it? This was his response. Come on, man.
Don't come through the computer, Mike.
I said, no, I'm for real. What is that? What is that?
Oh, Kool-Aid.
And he was like, it's probably like juice or something. Then he said juice at first. Then he changed it and said it's rust. It's rust. Now y'all let me know. when you have a clean car, right? A fairly clean car. I didn't know that carpet can rust. Can carpet rust? Like a large capacity of it? Like, can it rust? Do we have any carpenters in here? Any carpenters in here?
Mold.
Anybody lay down carpet? Can anybody give me like a carpet class?
But I don't think
so I can verify if carpets rust. Carpet class. Anybody? Somebody get back to me with the carpet class answer. So I'm like, okay. So then I opened up the other car that's in the back, the old car that's in the back. And the Lincoln that's all the way in the back. Now you can tell that this car hasn't been moved in years. The tires is flat, like is very much rust on that car. Okay, it's rust on that car. So
Nothing.
He opens the trunk of that car, and there's clothes in there, underwear, and things like that. So I was asking him about that car. He said like it was his father's car. His father passed away, and things like that. However, there was like, I don't know, I guess the car had never been cleaned out, but it was a pillow in there that had like droplets of a burgundy color on the pillow that would look like dried blood. I'm not saying that that is what it was, but it did insinuate to me that that is what it could have been, based off of,
go back to that picture, you guys.
Knowing what fresh blood looks
Messiah's
like.
Hair.
What does fresh blood look like?
It's messed up.
Right. It's like a dark slash, like, but bright. It's like a bright red, right? Like a red lipstick, like bright red, right? And then as the blood gets oxygen, you know, it starts to coagulate a little bit, you know, and it may form like a clot, maybe or maybe not. But then the color starts, and it becomes like a darker, like burgundy brown color, right? And then when the blood is in its final, you know, place or whatever it's sitting on,
video she did, she looked,
you know, it's like that burgundy kind of color.
5-6 months pregnant. Why in that last,
you know, just knowing me being, you know, a girl that has cycles, you know, we know what blood looks like, or whatever the case is, you know what I'm saying? So women know what
in that photo
blood looks like, because you know we have our hormonal things that go on. Again, not insinuating that this person had anything to do with it. However, that is what
I think her hair is kind of slicked back in the front.
I asked the postal worker, was he related or had any connections to Fred? And he told me that he was not going to answer that.
She's 5-6 months pregnant. She looks like a whole nother person.
Those were both his cars.
Yeah, that's both of them dumb.
Last picture of
when
her
I got
at
there,
school,
the postal worker said that they were his cars. Let that sink in.
What's y'all thoughts? Please drop your
nobody's
comments.
slamming. Like I said, if y'all was in here earlier, I said I wasn't saying that he has anything to
only got about 2 followers
with Naziah.
or
anything like that at all. So I'm not insinuating that he has anything to do with Naziah. I'm not insinuating that the postal worker has anything to do with them. I was just doing, you know,
Shannon.
It's just how certain things came off. You know, I'm not insinuating that they have anything to do with anything with Naziah, but from the person, you know, that I'm working with, and the information that was given to me, you know, by her, and you know, the information that was given to me by her is just, you know, coincidental, that, you know, the name was the same, the description of the car was the same, the description of the car and where the car was parked was by the house that she described, as well as when I did get the chance to look into the vehicle, the responses that I was getting didn't seem to be very helpful. So once again, I'm not slandering, I'm not insinuating that that's what that you know, either one of them have to do with anything. I'm not alleging anything. It's just coincidental that those things were
do y'all's homework.
The police department has issued a warrant request for a suspect, a known neighborhood who allegedly knew the family. We can't share his information at this time due to the ongoing investigation, but we hope to have an active lead soon. For more updates, please subscribe to this channel. 5944.